welcome back to my channel. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. Comment down below, let me know what Santa bought you. And if you're still feeling in that festive spirit, consider hitting subscribe if you haven't already, and like this video. It's never too early to give a like, especially since we're returning to my series of the worst sequels of all time, where we look at a crap thing and think to ourselves, why was this made and why am I talking about it? So today's video is a very interesting one because I never intended to do an episode on this because I didn't want to taint my channel with just how disgusting, rank and awful it was. I just watched this as a horror fan and yeah, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. So here we go. Today's episode on the worst sequels ever is the Human Centipede 2. Yes, we've stooped to that level already. Now, I'm not saying that the first Human Centipede is any good, but it has some redeeming qualities at least, be it a performance or some cool effects or whatever. But this isn't a video on defending the first one. This is a video on me ripping into the second one. And my God, it is awful and abysmal. There were several times when I went to turn this thing off, and I never turn off a movie halfway through. But I was just watching it and I was like, why? Why am I putting myself through this? Did I do something wrong? Is God punishing me? Why am I watching this film? Now, the movie opens with this guy watching the end of the first movie, which I guess is kind of interesting and smart. Had I not seen it a million other times in other better movies. But it opens with this guy called Martin, played by Lawrence R. Hardy. And this guy is disgusting. Just, you know, I'm not being horrible. He's made to look disgusting. And that's the whole point. But this guy is just vile. His eyes and the little expressions he does. And he's so off-putting. Like, if you're eating while watching this film, why? But him alone is enough to put you off your dinner. And we quickly find out that this guy is obsessed with the first Human Centipede movie. He watches it on repeat. He's got a little scrapbook, almost a shrine to the first movie. And instantly that's a little bit like, whoa, what are you doing, man? And very quickly, you know, we learn he works at the car park. And out of nowhere, he just decides to go and kill this couple that are arguing because I guess it's a horror movie and that has to happen. But instantly, my issue was, who gave this guy a job, okay? I watched this movie and he's the guy who makes the Human Centipede. And he's so weird and off-putting to everyone around him. Even the doctor looks at him and he's like, what is wrong with you? His mother doesn't even like him. So who gave this guy a job and thought, you know what? He'll do a balling job. He's great. What? And yeah, he's got a vile home life. His mother's horrible to him. And it kind of, I understand what it's doing, but it's too far. The mother's just horrible, and I'm not sure if it's just the performance or the way she was directed, but she's just constantly shouting everything at him, and it's so irritating. She's just screaming, telling him he's no good, and there's no in-between. As soon as you get to that peak, there's no up, and she doesn't ever go down, so it just kind of goes like that, and the performance is kind of blunt by it, so you end up feeling kind of numb to the fact of how vile this woman is. And that instantly is a problem for me because then I don't care because everyone in this film's horrible. So why do I care about any of them? Why do I engage with this film? How can I engage with this film when every character in it is disgusting and vile? And I think that's a big problem with this movie overall. It's so shocking and gory that it stops being shocking and gory because it goes too far and you then expect it. So nothing is shocking and gory. It's just like, oh, great, blood, someone's dying, oh, she's yelling at him now. It gets too repetitive too quickly. So that is an instant problem. There's no entry point or someone I can engage with who takes me into this film because I don't relate to any of the characters. Even the victims are kind of horrible, except for one. But even with that one, I don't spend enough time with her that I'm like, oh, I feel sorry for you. Because I don't, because none of the characters are fleshed out enough. And the ones that are fleshed out in a way that I just don't care about them. And going on to the gore, like, I don't mind gore, okay? Saw, some of my favourite movies ever. But the gore is justified because it works in the narrative. It's not all gore constantly either. So you get those moments of relief where you can take it in. However, this movie doesn't do that. It's just constantly throwing stuff at you. Blood, swear words, rape, all this stuff. And it's like, I'm overwhelmed by it. There's this one scene when he just smashes his mother's head in and then has dinner with the corpse. And in any other movie, those effects and that scene would be vile and, you know, the point of the movie where you remember. But I actually forgot about that scene because there's so much horrible stuff in it. Nothing is memorable. The bit when he masturbates with sandpaper and pisses blood. I don't need to see that. Why do I need to see that? And the whole film is filmed in black and white. And that's quite an interesting creative choice because I kind of thought, well, surely it's less engaging. And maybe it is, maybe that's why I don't care about it. But because it's shot in black and white, it's just so off-putting. Everything about it is wrong. It's so... Oh, I'm running out of words to describe it, but because it's all in black and white, everything hits harder. It's kind of a grim, fairy tale-esque sort of vibe to it. It's just... Why film it in black and white? It's so horrible! But sure, let's talk about it. So, obviously in the first movie, the Human Centipede consists of 3 people, and they're put together by a doctor, okay? It's still grim, don't get me wrong. But in this film, the guy uses 12 people, and he's not a doctor, he's just some guy with some staples and gaffer tape and tweezers. And while that's more horrifying and horrible, it makes no sense. No one would ever be able to do that. Even if they religiously loved the fan base of the Human Centipede. That makes no sense. And also, it does that whole sequel thing of, oh, we've got to go bigger. So, 3 people were a Human Centipede in the first one. 12 people. Genius. Genius! And the whole thing with the Human Centipede, I know that's the point of the movie, but it goes on far too long. It goes on for like an hour, 45 minutes. I was watching it like, when is this movie going to be over? I don't want to see it anymore. And then when you think it can't get any worse, the guy rapes the Human Centipede, and then it tears itself apart, and then one of them gives birth to a baby, and there's just blood everywhere, and he feeds them stuff to make them crap, and the actress woman puts a real centipede into his anus. I mean, I needed to lie down after I watched this movie, and I need to lie down now thinking back about it. And then I was watching it, I was like, the only thing that could make this thing worse is if it ends with, oh, it was all a dream. And you know what it ends with? It ends with the start of the movie, him sitting in that stupid car park, finishing the first movie, and it was all in his head. How genius is that? So I watched that whole movie for nothing? Are you friggin' kidding me? Are you kidding me? I didn't have to do that because it didn't even happen. God, I hate it when movies do that, but with a movie like this, I was expecting something at the end to make me rewarded for watching this garbage, but no. What a crap movie, what a crap ending, start to finish, absolutely hated it. Don't watch this shit. Last week when I reviewed Return to Oz and I said it was shit, I said, maybe watch it, you know? I've got it linked down in the description below, watch that video, and at the end of the video I'm like, maybe give Return to Oz a watch because it's fascinating. Don't watch this, okay? I've watched it so you don't have to, okay? It's garbage. The first one, if you're really that arsed, watch that one. Don't watch this one. The third one is awful, it's comical. Just, how did this get made? Who looked at it and thought, what a great vision for a movie? Jesus. Avoid it like the plague. Here's the poster, here's the DVD. If you find it in a shop, buy it and burn it so that no one else has to watch it. Christ, I don't even know if I'm going to finish my original plan for this series because already, guys, it is killing me watching these garbage movies. So on that note, please give it a like and comment down below because I have suffered so much for this video. So please give it a like, comment down below if you've seen any of the Human Centipede movies and what is one of the most disgusting and rank movies that you have ever seen. As always, guys, share the channel with a friend and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell and stick around for new videos coming over the next few weeks and going into 2021. Do we have plans for New Year's Eve, guys? Let me know down in the comment section below. Follow my Instagram, Billy_low37. I haven't put polls up there for movies. So yeah, stick around, and if there's anything specific you would like to see in the new year, let me know down there. Until the next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.